We're going to get back to Iowa, though, in the battle that's going to happen. If Ron DeSantis is willing to have it between himself and Donald Trump in the crucial early voting state, early caucusing state of Iowa. With that, one of the state's most influential evangelical leaders, Bobb Vander Plaats. We've got the connection, working CEO of the Family Leader, socially conservative organization. In the past, you have said, sir, that Republicans should not choose a nominee whose entire focus is payback for what happened in 2020. It sounds an awful lot like saying it should be anybody but Donald Trump.
Well, I stand by that comment. I think if we're going to have a conversation about what happened in the past, or it's a vengeance about what happened in the past versus about a compelling vision for the future, we're going to get beat in 2024. I think America's exhausted by it. I think they're tired of it. I think they want to turn the page to the next generation leader, someone who's got a compelling vision that might unite America around things that actually bless America.
All right, fair enough there. Ron DeSantis, strong evangelical roots in Iowa over the weekend, likely to announce sometime either this week or next. It certainly seems like as they lay out the breadcrumbs. Still, somebody has to beat Donald Trump to be the nominee. Can anyone beat Donald Trump if they don't take him on directly?
Well, we're going to find out in the state of Iowa. I think Iowa's that crucial this time, Leland. I think Iowa's very open to finding an alternative to Trump, to find out who's best prepared, not just to win the primary, but to win the entire thing, to win the general election and become president of the United States. So the former president's going to have to make that case to the people of Iowa by why he's still the one, and others are going to have to make a case why we need to turn the page.
Chris Direwalt, I undoubtedly will have a better way of asking this question than I will, but I'm going to ask it because I'm sitting here and I'm on camera. You just said Iowa's uniquely positioned to do this. Iowa is overwhelmingly more white than most of America is. It's overwhelmingly more evangelical conservative than most of America is. Why does that make it the right state to pick the Republican nominee who we know needs to win independents in Georgia and housewives in Pennsylvania?
Well, first of all, you have to take a look at Iowans. This is not their first rodeo. They're very politically savvy. They're not easily impressed. It's a retail politics state where you need to shake the hand, look somebody in the eye. And when you talk about the diversity of the state of Iowa, we're also a state that gave you Barack Obama, who beat Hillary Clinton. Iowans aren't colorblind. I mean, they will take a look at this thing and say, you know, who's the best prepared to take on, say, President Joe Biden or Kamala Harris or Michelle Obama, whoever the Democrats put up, so that we can win in 2024. This is a chance for the former president to make his case, as well as the others to make their case.
You said the name, Michelle Obama, not me.
Bob, it's Chris Direwalt.
Yes.
Now, I would know better than to ask an Iowan about why Iowa shouldn't be the first pick, because you all have that hardwired into your DNA. But I do want to ask you this. Abortion. Donald Trump has done what he could to blame abortion for the miscues that the Republicans had in 2022. He has talked about how it needs to be downplayed and that is a bigger problem than he has been. I know that you talk to social conservatives in Iowa for whom that's a problem, right? And we had Mike Pence on this show. We've talked to other socially conservative Republicans who say that's not going to fly with core voters. What do you hear from people?
Well, it's a huge problem. And the thing it is, the former president could take a victory lap by just saying, hey, look it, I'm the guy who gave you 3 Supreme Court justices that overturned Roe v. Wade. But instead, he then alienates himself from the pro-life community by saying, you're the reason we didn't do better in 2022. Instead of saying, listen, wherever my fingerprints were in 2022, we did dismally. And then just recently saying that Ron DeSantis, who signed a heartbeat bill in the state of Florida, that was too harsh. The pro-life community expects better than that. I thought his answer to the pro-life issue on the CNN town hall with Caitlin Collins, I thought that was a disaster as well. That's why I think the Iowa caucus door has flung wide open for people to take a look at who should be our nominee.
All right. Bob, thank you very much. The door is, as you just said, wide open. You're going to have a lot of say in terms of who walks through the door. We'll look forward to having you on over the next few months. Good to see you. We'll see you in Iowa this summer as well. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.